if my house wants something from me, it sends me those vibrations, those thoughts that something has got spoiled.
The purpose of this show is to help you introduce with the journey of people and ideas so that you could execute on your dreams. Home. When we speak of home, what's the first thing that comes to our mind? Home, sweet home. In fact, home is something that we consider so serene and everything that is, our place where we rejuvenate, where we recharge, where we refresh. And in fact, for some people, home is like their universe. So when I came across this concept of spaces that heal, I was so amazed that I actually had to, go deep into it and see that what exactly it is. And that is where I came across our today's guest. So our guest today is a professional architect and she has been in this field for over 5 to 8 years now. But there's something different about what architect she does. Basically, she's into healing homes. She's into design that heals, and she is authoring an upcoming book which is titled Healing Spaces from Designs. So please help me welcome the woman herself, Apurva Mahalle.
Hi, Aniket.
Hi Apurva, we are so glad to have you on Beautiful People with Aniket.
Thank you so much for having me on your show.
It's really indeed, it's great indeed. So Apurva, my first question to you is, healing homes with designs. Wow, that sounds so appealing. So how exactly do you do that?
Yes, we always believe that the space around us reflects the space within us.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is a very different concept, and we experienced it at many places. So I can say, like, if I go to any of my clients' place, I can just take a one look of his house, and I can read it like a book.
And how exactly do you do that?
I can say it's completely a spiritual power, and through intuition and some of the research which we did over the last 5 years, this is supporting me to understand and to read these things. So everything which is there in house, it has some connection, some meaning, and reading that meaning, understanding that meaning is, I feel, the art. And we experienced it, we are experimenting with it, and again we are implying it on our sites.
Okay.
So this is the way which.
So how exactly when somebody says that, because honestly speaking, I was completely oblivious to something like houses that heal. So why exactly is it that a house needs healing?
Yeah, it's a good question actually. See what happens. I'll just give you a small example. If you go to any motivation talk or any motivational program or something, you feel you are completely high on energy, high on intention.
Yeah, the environment is such.
Yes,
exactly.
you are like, yeah, I'll do it from today itself. But after some time, what happens? After maybe 10 days, 8 days, you feel like your energy going down, and something is like you feel कि I'll not do it.
That momentum is missing.
Yeah. Yes. So what happens? Whatever intentions you are having, whatever goals or purposes you are having, you are not able to do it. So what is the reason behind that? We think energy kam ho gaya, ya I didn't get the result, so maybe I am not doing. But the true fact is, your environment, which is your home, you are staying, you are spending most of your time, is not aligned with your aim or goals.
Okay.
So what happens when when you are in that particular environment, you feel so much energetic and you are like, yes, I'll do it. But when you come back, your environment, it start imposing your older self on you.
Okay.
Yes, so it's like it reminds you your older version. How Aniket used to be like, ठीक है एक दिन नहीं किया तो क्या हो रहा है? And this becomes a channel. Every
wow,
day
so there are two things that I need to understand, because this is something that happens to me so much all the time, because I be going to a lot of different places, I keep meeting a lot of different people, and then I feel that there are certain things that I should be implying in my life.
Yes.
But when I come home at times, we call it procrastination, we call it as exactly as we are not aligned.
Yes.
So what is this alignment exactly?
This is a thing, like if you go to school and your purpose, your goal, your aim is like, I want to study there. And if you go to school, if you have observed, there is a particular environment in school. Color of the walls, type of the furniture, even the artworks, something, related to geometry, maths or something. This is a particular environment, which always imposes in your subconscious that, you are here for study. Even if you'll play, you'll do fighting, everything, but at the end, it's something which will continuously reminding you that I want to study here.
Beautiful.
So this is the environment which I'm talking about. Even if you are staying in your home, you must be having some purposes, some goals, some achievements to achieve. Maybe you want to take your business to some level, or it can be any life event also. Maybe you are getting married, or expected baby or something. But you never look in your environment whether it is supporting the change which I'm looking for, or is it holding me back.
Okay, so can you give me a small example? I totally understand it. The alignment means the kind of furniture or the kind of things that we have inside. Are they aligning with what we are looking forward to?
Yes, these are like, visual things.
Okay.
Furniture and tapestries, lightings and all. But there are other things also, like intention.
Oh, so the visual thing is one aspect of the alignment.
Yes, so there are, the way we say, there is a visual architecture and there is invisible architecture.
Wow, can you tell us something more about
invisible architecture? Visible architecture is something which you can see through your eyes. It can be, any elements, furniture, curtains, arts, wall arts, artifacts, anything. And, invisible can be the intention, which is the most powerful impact. The background which you are coming from, I'm very sure that you can understand what I'm exactly saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so intention, when you are doing something, you put your intention. If you came here to take my interview, but your intention is very powerful, which can help me to get the results which you are looking for. Same way, your environment, when you are creating your environment, you should be very clear with your intention, what you are expecting from it. Do you want success in your life, or you want to build a super strong relationships with your family or friends, or you want some environment which will be very supportive for your kids to grow, to to gain knowledge.
Okay.
So the intention has to be very clear. Many people go for interior designing, and their aspect is so much beauty. They only think about beauty, how it will look, how that will look, or they have seen somewhere at some place, or maybe it can be their friend's place or something, and they're like, we want something like this, or we want this same. But many times the things they see at their friend's place or any other place, that don't go in their home. They only feel like, यहाँ पे मजा नहीं आ रहा है, but मेरे friend के यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छा दिख रहा है.
So you mean to say it is not only about the beautification of it, and in fact what I understand is not at all about the beautification.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Beauty is one of the factors when you think about interior.
Because when we speak about houses, what I thought in the first place when we spoke about homes at Heath, I thought it would be something about interior designing, or it would be something about how you beautify a house. But when I read through your material, when I went through your content, I was like, this is something totally different.
See, I'll just differentiate between interior design and interior environment design.
Okay.
Yeah, so interior design is, which is a very typical traditional thing in a market if you go out. So everyone is like, I'm an interior designer. They just come, they tell you कि यहाँ पे ये रखेंगे, यहाँ पे ये रखेंगे, यहाँ पे आजकल ये बहुत ट्रेंड में है, and they'll design your house the way they know. So and when you'll start living actually in that particular space, you will start feeling maybe disconnected to the elements. You may lead to depression also, and things which you don't feel comfortable with for a longer run. For like 3 months, 6 months, it always feels good because it's a change of place, change of energy. But when it comes to regular day activity, you start feeling uncomfortable. In many cases, I have seen this also. If somebody is into depression and somebody is into like sadness or delays of success. And when we went deeper into that, we found out there is some connection between just renovation of their house. So there
just,
is
just out of curiosity, how is this? As you said that as we went deeper into that, so is there a process like do you
yes,
follow?
yes, yes.
Do you counsel the like how exactly? Do you
Yeah,
do it?
actually, we have created a process because currently in a market or anywhere there is no ready-made data available. Which you can just use and you can get the results. So we have created our own process where we use design psychology,
Wow.
human psychology,
Wow.
then sacred architecture, interior design, of course, and neuroscience and all. So these are all the techniques which we use to go inside a human brain,
Psyche,
human
yeah.
mind,
Okay.
and understand deeper what is that which can give you energy. It cannot be same for every person. So just even I suggest just getting a simple light into your house. Before that, you should think of every small aspect of that particular thing.
Wow.
You can never know like how that particular thing is affecting you inside.
And the content that you have, because I got a chance to go through your content.
Yeah.
So what exactly is the source? Like as you say that if there is a specific lighting that should suit a specific house, if there is a specific color that should suit a specific people who are living in that house.
Yeah.
So how exactly is it that like where did you learn from all of this? Is what I want to know.
Ready-made though it was never there. So we had to do a lot of research, lot of material which we are going through with books, videos, and a lot of reading materials. Plus, we are continuously experimenting with things. And again, I must tell you, I am from a spiritual background. I have a teacher who is a Buddhist monk, and I'm continuously working with him on this mission. Like this is my mission. Like I want to heal as many environments possible. And again, feng shui plus intuitional science, and also these are our sources.
Okay, so the one thing I wanted to know was, see, I understand that you have a specific niche, if I would say.
Yeah.
Okay, and the kind of information that you have derived for this niche is like beautiful, and you have gone through a lot of hard work.
Yes.
To to gather all those specific information, the specific gems. What I want to know is why. Like what is this like? Why do you feel that this is the purpose, and why do you put all this energy, all this effort? What is the drive behind pursuing something that is totally new? Because if I search about healing spaces, there is very little content available over the net.
Yeah.
So why exactly is it that you find? What is the drive that makes you wake up every day and pursue this?
Yeah. See, when I see people around me and they are suffering with some things. Everyone, if you see around us, somebody suffering with some depression, tension, stress, and again work pressure is a lot nowadays. Plus these traveling distances. When you come home, at least you should feel refreshed, relaxed, and it's like you are rejuvenating at your own place. But this is not happening.
True.
In many of my clients' cases itself, I see they did interior design before 5 years, 7 years, or something. And they are still like, I'm not feeling connected to my own place. And we never look from that perspective. Like we spend almost more than 80% of the time in built environments, houses, our offices, car, stations, or anything. But we are not at all aware what impact these built environments are making in our mind. But if you go to any nature place, it can be beach, mountains, or something, you feel actually relaxed, rejuvenated, and it's like new you.
True that.
Find your new you.
How does that connection actually happen? What is?
I think it's a.
What could be the spiritual reason?
Yeah, there is a spiritual connection also, but first of all, you should identify what is your inner soul wants and what is it connected to you. Again, I'll just tell you this small thing. In this sacred architecture also, there is a concept of elemental homes. So, which is like the 5 elements which we say in particular persons, that proportion is different. So, it can be earth for you, it can be a water for you, right? and accordingly the things which I feel connect, no, it differs.
Okay.
Yes, if you are a earth person, you will like more earthy things, more like rocky kind of a things. If I am a water person, I like more, flowy things and transparency and lightness. So these are the elements, and accordingly then we come up with, if you are a water person, so how your house should be, how it should rejuvenate you when every night you come to your place.
Wow.
Find
Beautiful. In
yourself.
fact, there was one thing that Apurva shared with me, and that was every time before I enter home, like before I open the lock or before I knock the door, I just on intent. It's all about intention. So I intend and I actually say that home, I love you. I just say that. And honestly speaking, I've been practicing this from the last 1 week now. It is almost 7+ days that I'm doing it. And initially that it was not an habit, but gradually it developed as an habit. And now even before entering, I was like, hi, I love you home. But that does make a difference.
Yeah, because
As simple as that is, but
Yes.
it makes such a profound difference because when I go inside, I feel different, and I always believe that feeling is the secret. And that is something that is altered inside of me.
Yes, see, most of the time what happens, not most of the time, it's a very, like, it happens with everyone. Even I used to be like that earlier. I never treated or looked at my house as a being. It was like a house. What is something special in that everyone having their own house? So what is something special? But one day I thought, my house is something which is everything for me. Without house, I don't have anything. This is a place which supports me in my ups and my downs. And still I am not giving him the importance which I should give. I never said thank to my home, which is like a backbone for me. It's taking care of all my needs, all my requirements. It's always there when I need the play, when I need a place to cry or laugh or to share something. That day I felt something, and I did one meditation through which I established my relationship with my house. And trust me, after that day, things changed for me. And we have a very beautiful relationship now. Even I can feel if my house wants something from me, it sends me those vibrations, those thoughts that something has got spoiled, now need to repair or something. It's not that I have to go and check what's happening, something like that. But that relationship, okay, you are taking care of me, so in return I am also taking care of you. And what is the big change which I observed after this relationship? Whenever I'm entering my house, even I say the same thing that I love you so much. This is just a sentence for everyone, but it just cut off your external stress, tensions.
Wow,
of
exactly, and that is what I felt.
Yes, it's like
you
are coming.
all that baggage is left behind, and you go inside with a total new you, as you said, when you
as
connect
if
with
your
nature.
house is welcoming you. It was
Beautiful.
waiting for you the whole day.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful relationship if you look towards your house as a being. It will help
It
you.
is so beautiful because what we're talking of is total empirical science because we may not have the right terminology, the right jargons to express what we mean, but it's all empirical. The more you practice, the more
Yes.
experience you get, and I'm
Yes.
so looking forward to learn more from you, Puro, from you and Healing Spaces. In fact, before I ask you the last question, I want you to tell my viewers where can they find you online. Your hand is like on Facebook or Instagram. Where can they find
Yeah,
you
we are
online?
there on Facebook. Healing Spaces is the name of our page. And again, we are having a website. Its name is also Healing Spaces. You can search out for us.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And Apurva, my last question goes like this. Definitely, you're doing something. Your work is something that not a lot of people would like to pursue as a career. So you're pursuing a niche, I would say.
Yeah.
So what is the impact that you wish to have on the world with the kind of work that you're doing?
See, I am trying to create something which can transform people's emotions and the vibrations of their houses into positive ones. But yes, we are currently in the time where we cannot build these pyramids, which earlier used to transform the vibrations and energies of the place and convert it into positive ones. But yes, we are looking forward to create a small transformers, but so many transformers, which will create the energy of the earth and yes, it will be a positive impact on earth, and we want to reach as many people as possible. So we started taking discovery sessions, which we take to, and the mission for the session is you can discover a relationship between you and your house.
Okay.
Yeah, and how to empower the environment of your house to support your life goals.
Wow.
Yes. So currently also we are taking these sessions in which we give all the information to the people.
Brilliant.
Like yes, even we'll give them tools like how they can identify a relationship between them and their own houses. Plus we'll give them some of the techniques with which they can instantly improve the vibrations, improve the energies of their places.
Beautiful. In fact, I'm so glad that we could meet today and film this interview, because the kind of tips that Apurva shared with me over the phone, they were so amazing. In fact, they were so insightful. They made so much sense that just practicing it gave me such amazing results that I just wanted to come down to a place and have this interview, because I really want to know more about healing spaces. And in fact, home is what it is a topic which is near and dear to everybody. We spend more than 80% of our time at home. We spend a lot of our time thinking about our home. So, is it not important that we know a little bit more about our home and how it can help us empower? So, if you really have some questions about what exactly healing space is, so any kind of queries, you may please put it down in the comment section below. And if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel #withAniket. Thank you so much, Apurva. It was such a pleasure having you on the show.